Okay, back to our ingredients series. Tonight we are working on propylene glycol. What is propylene glycol? Why is it in glycerin soap bases? And what other skincare formulations is propylene glycol a common ingredient in? Let's get into it. Oh, and by the way, these tiny little soap bars here, these are free samples that I include in every order. So propylene glycol is very similar to glycerin, like we talked about in last night's video, except it's much, much thicker, and it's also a synthetic organic compound. So it is made synthetically, whereas glycerin is derived from plant oils and animal fats. So chemically speaking, propylene glycol is considered a diol or diol, D-I-O-L. Specifically, it is a 1,2, I gotta look at this word, propanediol, which means it contains 2 hydroxyl groups. Now, if you remember from the glycerin video, the glycerin contains 3 hydroxyl groups. Both of these are humectant ingredients. They very, very strongly attract and hold on to water molecules. So the chemical function that propylene glycol serves in our glycerin soap bases is it acts as a co-solvent. It's kind of like an emulsifier. It allows otherwise incompatible ingredients like essential oils, colorants, botanical extracts to blend evenly throughout the soap mixture. And this is what makes it different from an emulsifier. An emulsifier takes things like water and oil and holds them together, whereas this is like a co-solvent, meaning that it just allows for that really even, smooth distribution of these other added ingredients. Overall, it ensures the consistent color and scent distribution throughout the entirety of the loaf. And also, like its organic sister glycerin, it also ensures the transparency of the soap and helps it to avoid any kind of like crystallization or like, formations that might cloud up the transparency of the soap. Still on the chemistry of propylene glycol in our glycerin soap bases, it also influences the soap's physical properties other than just avoiding like cloudiness via crystallization. It helps to lower the freezing point and increases the flexibility of the base, which prevents the brittleness and cracking. So like if this is just sitting out in a very, very dry environment, then the edges, might crack and deform. But the propylene glycol kind of helps to ensure that that doesn't happen over a period of time. And bonus points, propylene glycol is also a preservative booster. So it's not going to necessarily preserve on its own, but it will help maintain the integrity of any preservatives that are added thereafter. So from a skincare perspective, what is propylene glycol doing for us? Well, it's acting very, very similar to its counterpart, glycerin. It has that humectant quality. It is drawing moisture in from the environment into specifically the stratum corneum. That is the outermost layer of our skin. It helps to maintain softness and elasticity as well as hydration. But when it comes to the formulation of the soap, it also helps to provide a little bit more lather and a smoother finish after it's rinsed off. And then like beyond soap making, you can find propylene glycol in a myriad of skincare products, including but not limited to moisturizers, serums, lotions. It's got that humectant quality, but it's also a texture enhancer. It's used in cleansers and toners to improve absorption and maintain product stability, as well as in hair care, helps to condition and detangle by retaining moisture in the hair shaft. It's also found in deodorants, shaving creams, pharmaceutical creams, gels, and again, it just aids in the even distribution of ingredients. Don't forget to join us in the next video when we go over the next ingredient in my main soap base, which is Cocos nucifera, aka coconut oil. And we'll get into, again, the chemistry and how it helps produce this amazing, superior soap base that I personally have been using to create my soap products for like I want to say 8 out of the last 12 years. I love this base. I love it so much. And yeah, free samples in every order. Have a good one. Thank you.